that's the clean and jerk. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the safety and other things that you need to keep in mind as you do the clean and jerk. So number one, safety. First thing you need to do is warm up. I warmed up doing lighter weights on the clean and jerk. That's how I warm up before I do my heavy weights. You can also do different exercises that work out your legs and your shoulders, your back. Anything like that will help you to not get injured when you're starting with the clean and jerk. The second thing is you need to remember to just drop the bar if you cannot complete the exercise. So if it's too heavy and you can't get it, or you're in your squat, especially when you bring it up and you're in your squat here, if it's making you fall forward or fall back, just drop the bar. You don't have any spotters with this exercise or anything, so you're not going to hit anything, so just drop it. With the snatch, there's 5 parts to it, 5 steps. Number 1 is the setup. Number 2 is the pull. Number 3 is the squat. Number 4 is the stand. And number 5 is the jerk. So I'm going to go through each step just a little bit, just to explain each step. The first one is the setup. Our feet are about shoulder width apart, and our hands are just a little bit past shoulder width apart, so that when you bring the bar up, your hands are right next to your legs. And then when you're squatting, you want to make sure that your feet are flat at all times, and that when you do the exercise, you're looking up. Don't look down when you start the exercise, look up. And then into the second part is now the pull. And this is really where you use your legs, your hips, and your back to bring the bar up off the ground. As you're bringing it up, you want to keep the bar, once it gets right past your knees, then you're going to bring it along your legs. And when it gets to your hips, you're going to thrust it up with your hips. That way you can get yourself underneath the bar. And so as you thrust it up, now we come into the squat part of it. We're going to shrug our shoulders up. As you shrug your shoulders, you get under the bar, right? And you need to make sure you do a squat. So you bring it up, you thrust your hips, you shrug your shoulders, and you squat. Here you go. Okay. And notice how my elbows are out in front of the bar, right? And the bar is resting on my deltoids and my clavicle. So the fourth step is the stand, which I've already done. When you're in your squat, all you have to do is stand up. This is where you kind of gain your balance. You bring your feet back to shoulder width apart, and then you do the jerk step. And the jerk step, you have to bend your knees and your hips slightly a little bit, and then you explode up. So you're jumping up, and as you do that, you have to bring your head back so that the barbell doesn't hit it. And your feet are going to be shoulder width apart, but they're going to be one in front of the other. And then you stand completely straight up. So this is what it looks like. And then I stand straight up, and I hold it here, and then that would be the end of my exercise. So some exercises that you can do that would help you increase your weight on the clean and jerk is the leg press. That's going to work out your leg, especially will help with the squat part of the exercise. Do the overhead shoulder press. That'll help with the jerk. And then also do the deadlift. And that'll help with the pull. So I'm going to show it to you one more time, and then that'll be it.